Oh boy, help that. Well, hopefully the rain will convince these guys not to
Hello and welcome to Adventures in TV Land. For today's adventure, we've come to Brock's Monument here on Niagara-on-the-Lake in Ontario, Canada. Brock's Monument is a monument dedicated to Major General Sir Isaac Brock. He was the Lieutenant Provincial Governor, I believe, here in this area of Canada. He was also like a general, and he served. He's a very important Canadian figure because he, in the War of 1812, he defended this part of Canada from being invaded by the United States, by the Americans. He was killed in a fierce battle here at the Battle of Queenston, and he died. But his sacrifice, his men rallied, and with the smaller band, they were able to push back the American forces. But they were repelled. So it showed the people of this area, the Canadians here, that even though they were small in number, they could fight against a better, well-armed force. Now, Brock, he was very well-liked, revered around here. He was known as a very strict general. But he didn't want to be in Canada. He wanted to be in Europe. He wanted to be fighting in the battles in Europe. But when he was here, he made the best of his time here. He did what he needed to do. So even though I am an American, I can respect that. I can respect the sacrifice that this man did to protect this territory and the people living here. So Brock is now he used to be buried in Fort Davidson. Years ago, they built a monument. The monument, this is actually the second monument. It was rebuilt a number of years later, and Major General Sir Isaac Brock's remains are buried in a vault beneath this monument. So not only is it a monument to him, it is actually the place where he is buried as well. In addition, you can actually climb up to the top of this monument, and so that is another thing I'm going to attempt to do today. I'm going to attempt to climb to the top of Brock's Monument. Brock's Monument is 185 feet tall, or 56 meters. It sits atop the highest point in Queenston Heights, in Queenston, Ontario, Canada. And buried within its walls are both the remains of Major General Sir Isaac Brock, as well as his aide-de-camp, Lieutenant Colonel John MacDonald, who were killed during the War of 1812 at the Battle of Queenston Heights. Now inside, for a small fee, there is a small museum here dedicated to telling the story of Sir Isaac Brock, as well as a little bit about the War of 1812 and the history of this monument.
certainly made a heck of a setup here because I mean.
No, you can go behind.
Oh boy, help that. Well, hopefully the rain will convince these guys not to. When making something that at least was good enough for Brock himself. I mean, most of it is. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, well, as long as you're holding on to the walls, key is balance. Heck, been in a few medieval castles in Europe, and at least there's more room here. Not very much, but there is some more room. Looks cool, but
So I climbed all the way up through that tower to the top point, just below the statue. Here's a placard kind of showing right below us. It's hard to see in the rain and the mist, but is the town, the village of Queenston Heights. And at this point, where Brock's monument is, this is the tallest point of Queenston Heights. Alright, the back here, actually this is, I guess it's actually the front of the monument. It says Upper Canada has dedicated this monument to the memory of the late Major General Sir Isaac Brock, Provisional Lieutenant Governor and Commander of the forces in this province, whose remains are deposited in the vault beneath. Opposing the invading enemy, he fell in action near these heights on the 13th October 1812, in the 43rd year of his age, revered and lamented by the people whom he governed, and deplored by the sovereign in whose service his life had been devoted. And there is a relief there of Brock at the battle. That was Brock's monument. We made it to the top. Woohoo! Yes, indeedy. We climbed all the way that spiral staircase all the way up to the top. The top there is just like a half a ledge, so it does not, you know, they send about no more than 5 people up at a time. Usually it's about a group of about 2 to 5, but there's not room for 5 people up there. I mean, there's not even room for 5 children up there. 3 kids, maybe 4, maybe, but not 5. So it's a very tight squeeze at the top, and it's just a winding spiral staircase that goes all the way up. Of course, I don't know what else you would expect in a column monument like that, but we made it. So yeah, we climbed to the top of Brock's monument. Well, this has been another adventure in TV land. Thank you for watching. If you've liked this video, hit the like button. If you disliked, hit the dislike button. Subscribe to my channel for further content and ring that bell for email notifications. And if there's someplace that you would like to see me visit, or you have a suggestion about some future video you would like to see me do, leave a comment in the comment section. And if you've enjoyed this adventure or any of the adventures in TV land, you can help support this channel. Yes, you can help support me, if you'd like, by donating just as little as $3 a month for a membership at either Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee, or even here on YouTube. Of course, you can make smaller donations too if you'd like. But that $3 a month, that'll get you a membership, which will get you a postcard each month mailed to you, as well as your name and the end credits of this video. Of these videos, I should say. Thank you for watching. Until next time, that's a wrap.